Long before I experienced it in person or online, I car sang the soundtrack of Hamilton countless times. In the song One More Time, George Washington shares a vision for America that the Hebrew prophet Micah shares for all of God's creation. Everyone shall sit under their own vine and their own fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. Apparently, Washington makes dozens of references to Micah 4:4 in various correspondences we have. The Bible invites us to not fear 365 times, and John puts in his correspondence, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. I am digesting the book, How to Be an Anti-Racist, with newfound friends across the country through the Presbyterian Peacemaking Fellowship. I was reintroduced to a litany for those not ready for healing, spoken 6 years ago by the Reverend Dr. Yolanda Pierce, now Dean of the Howard University School of Divinity. With whatever time you will give me, I invite you to be challenged by the gift of her litany. Let us not rush to the language of healing before understanding the fullness of the injury and the depth of the wound. Let us not rush to offer a Band-Aid when the gaping wound requires surgery and complete reconstruction. Let us not offer false equivalencies, thereby diminishing the particular pain felt in a particular circumstance in a particular historical moment. Let us not speak of reconciliation without speaking of reparations and restoration, or how we can repair the breach and how we can restore the loss. Let us not rush past the loss of this mother's child, this father's child, someone's beloved son. Let us not value property over people. Let us not protect material objects while human lives hang in the balance. Let us not value a false peace over a righteous justice. Let us not be afraid to sit with the ugliness, the messiness, and the pain that is in life community together. Let us not offer cliches to the grieving, those whose hearts are being torn asunder. Instead, let us mourn black and brown men and women, those killed extrajudicially every 28 hours. Let us lament the loss of a teenager, dead at the hands of a police officer who described him as a demon. Let us weep at a criminal justice system that is neither blind nor just. Let us call for the mourning men and the wailing women, those willing to rend their garments of privilege and ease, and sit in the ashes of this nation's original sin. Let us be silent when we don't know what to say. Let us be humble and listen to the pain, rage, and grief pouring from the lips of our neighbors and friends. Let us decrease so that our brothers and sisters who live on the underside of history may increase. Let us pray with our wise eyes open and our feet firmly planted on the ground. Let us listen to the shattering glass, and let us smell the purifying fires, for it is the language of the unheard. God, in your mercy, Show me my own complicity in injustice. Convict me for my indifference. Forgive me when I have remained silent. Equip me with a zeal for righteousness. Never let me grow accustomed or acclimated to unrighteousness.